Living in the mountains of Western North Carolina is something many people dream about. Fresh air, beautiful views, and a slower pace of life. It's very easy to imagine yourself sitting on your porch with a cup of coffee, watching the fog roll across the valleys. But here's the truth. Living in the mountains of North Carolina comes with its own set of expenses that aren't always shown in the real estate listing. Hi, I'm Suzy Bernardi with Keller Williams Great Smokies Realty. I'm a local realtor here in the beautiful mountains of Western North Carolina. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through some hidden costs that catch newcomers by surprise. And that way you can plan ahead to live that North Carolina mountain life without those unpleasant budget shocks. One of the first costs that you would notice here in the mountains of Western North Carolina is the cost to heat your home. Our winters are a little bit longer and a little bit colder than the southern states, especially if you live in higher elevations above 3,500 feet. Our homes can be heated not only by electricity, but by alternative methods such as propane, oil, or a wood-burning stove. Now, propane can be expensive, especially in the winter months, as you have it delivered to your home, and it can cost several $100s a month. The same goes with oil. And as far as the wood goes, well, that comes with its own set of issues because the availability and the effort to get your wood into your home, to heat your home, can be a big concern. We don't have a lot of natural gas in the area, so these are often types of heat that are very, very common in our mountain homes. On the flip side, summers are not so hot, so you may not need the air conditioning that you would need in some of the southern states. We often have ceiling fans or just leaving your windows open, and we do tend to run a dehumidifier, especially in our basements, all summer long because we do have a lot of moist air. So sometimes your air conditioning is used just to dry out your home rather than actually cool the environment. Another expense that can be very easy to overlook is the expense that you have for road maintenance. Many of our roads are private, and those road maintenance fees can be collected by the homeowners association that was formed just to take care of those private roads. Depending on where you live in the mountains, there are maintenance such as dealing with gravel and grading if you're on a gravel road, or cleaning up potholes and dealing with the edges of the roads if you're on paved roads. If you're on a steeper road where you've got a lot of elevation change, well, that can also bring about some road maintenance issues with drainage for water and cleaning out culverts, etc. So those road maintenance costs can be something that is a little bit of a surprise. Utilities can also look a little bit different here. Many homes rely on a private well or spring, or a community spring or community well, and septic systems for waste. They come with their own set of maintenance requirements. So for wells, you may need a new pump periodically, or if you're sharing a spring, there could be shared maintenance costs that are involved with a shared spring. Septic systems need to be inspected or pumped periodically. A couple of other utility situations here in the mountains that may be different from where you're living is our internet access. So in town, you're going to get cable and wired type of an internet. And that comes with a monthly bill. And depending on what services you choose, that will determine the level of the bill that you're getting. If you're living in the rural areas, sometimes you're looking at a satellite internet or some other alternative type of internet that comes with its own costs and sometimes installation as well. So if you work from home, it's really important, if you need specific upload or download speeds, that you investigate the type of internet that is available at your home that you're looking at. Sometimes cell service can be a little bit of a difficulty as well. There are areas out in our rural sections that may have limited cell service. Most areas are covered, but there are still some areas in the mountains where cell service can be a challenge. An area where you might have some savings would be trash pickup. If you live in the city limits, typically trash pickup is covered, and the city comes around and does pick up your trash at the end of your driveway. Most of our areas, though, are not in the city limits, and therefore you need to either hire a private company to take your trash, or you can save money by bringing your trash yourself to a local convenience center that are placed throughout the county in very convenient locations. That should save you just a little bit of money. Weather in North Carolina can be a bit unpredictable, even though it is absolutely gorgeous with 4 equal seasons. The unpredictable weather can be strong winds, heavy rains, hail, and even some ice storms in the winter. This can cause damage, especially to roofs with downed branches and hail damage, etc. So it's really important that you make sure that your insurance coverage matches where you are living and our local weather conditions. Then there may be lifestyle related costs. An all-wheel drive or a 4-wheel drive vehicle is often recommended, especially if you live at higher elevations and need to go up and down the mountain frequently. You may want to get a generator for times when you have power outages, especially if you're in a more rural area. And you might do things like hiking boots, snow shovels, or even a chainsaw. These are not monthly expenses, but they are expenses that you may consider when you're moving to the mountains. Here's the good news. Most people who move to the mountains feel that those extra costs are well worth it. The peace and beauty and lifestyle that we live here in the mountains is worth the extra expense. The key, though, is making sure that you know these extra expenses exist so that you can budget for them and plan accordingly when you're purchasing a home here in the mountains. If you're thinking about making a move to the mountains, part-time or full-time, I would love to help you find just the right property and talk you through the expenses for that specific area. I'm Suzy Bernardi with Keller Williams Great Smokies Realty. Please contact me at the information below, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more insider tips just like this one and live your best North Carolina mountain life. I'll see you next time.